now that we've got the blade of the axe close to where we want it to be, let's go ahead and take the handle out and start removing some of that polyurethane. You can see that's a really pretty piece of wood. It's just, that's, I think, too much poly for my liking, and I'm really thinking that I'm going to want some boiled linseed oil. So I've got, this is just a piece of drywall sandpaper. It's 100 grit. I had it around. It's pretty nice and tough. Obviously the grit is a little bit sturdier than, you know, if I were doing 150 or 200 or 300 grit. That's kind of the coarseness I'm looking for. If I had a 60 grit or something coarser, I'd probably use it, but 100 is what I've got. And I think it'll do the job here. You can already see that it's taken away that shine. Okay, there's the shine. There's where we've already taken away some of that poly. Okay. We're making progress. There's only a couple minutes of work and we're almost done. There's still some poly deep in the pores of the wood here, but we'll get there soon. Alright, I'm going to take a 220 grit finer and just smooth out a little bit, but I think I got the majority of the poly off of it. That should be good. Polly, come home! Oh, Polly! Sweet pretty Polly! Not that kind of poly. We're talking polyurethane here. Polyurethane. I think I have the polyester effectively removed. I'm sure there's a little bit deep in the pores, but all that matters to me is that I got the majority of it removed and I can get some boiled linseed oil in there. Feels really nice and smooth. I feel like it's still going to give me a really good grip, but when I release it for throwing, it's going to come out really nicely. And honestly, that's one of the primary reasons why I bought this hawk. I want a throwing hawk. Throwing is just fun. That's the bottom line. I think a lot of people kind of poo-poo it for practical purposes. Obviously, it's useful for hunting, throwing. It's useful for hunting to a limited extent. It's useful tactically to a limited extent. But really, it's just target practice. It's just fun. Something fun to do in the woods, kind of like whittling, carving, camping, just all the stuff we do in the woods. You know, there's the practical side to it, but so much of it is just the enjoyment of it. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to get out of this hawk, is just kind of some fun. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mix 2 parts of mineral spirits, just in this cup, just a little bit, with 1 part of the boiled linseed oil. And once that's all mixed together, I'm just going to use a little shop rag to rub it into the hickory handle here. Hickory handle here. Alright, so I'm just gonna eyeball what 2 parts looks like. Alright, 1 part of that. Okay, I'm just giving a little swirl to mix it up, really. And I'm just going to dip my rag in. I'd normally do this on a concrete floor, but my other work area with concrete floor is not as well lit. It's not as good for filming. Supposedly, for maximum protection, you really want it to soak in. So I'm trying to get really good coverage and be a little bit generous. Again, just trying to be generous and rub it in up at the top end of the handle, really getting the pores up there. The nice thing about this is I think you can reapply just about as many times as you want. There's a little dunk on the end because that's where the pores are open the most. Both ends. And then I'm just going to wipe. So makes it really pretty, really making that wood grain pop, making that burnishing pop. Again, I did not do that burnishing. That's just how the handle came. And it just makes that beautiful hickory grain stand out. Oh, hickory! Alright, the handle is ready, apart from the overstrike collar that we'll do at the end. I'm going to leave the handle and the head separate for now. I'm not going to seat them up very good yet. My next project is going to be to make the sheath. And I'm just going to do a simple sheath. It's not going to be a carrier or anything like that. It's not going to cover the back end. It's just going to clasp on the blade there, protect you from cutting yourself or gutting yourself as you mount your horse. So, yeah, we'll do that next. And then we'll do the overstrike collar. And then I think we're going to have a super functional, awesome little axe here. I'm excited.